What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Young Hebrew. Welcome back to another video today. Change of pace. This is a different video than I normally do. But something, when I was going through Twitter this morning, after prayer and meditation, of course, I came across this post, and it kind of struck something inside me. Because like I said on Facebook the other day, that we don't talk enough. And this is what I meant by we don't talk enough. People will feel some type of way and they won't voice their opinion out of fear, out of being canceled. This isn't meant to strike a chord in you, or it's not meant for, I don't know, controversy purposes, though it's going to go that way regardless. I understand that. But if you have opposed opinions or ideologies, or you think different than I do, then you're welcome to leave your input in the comment section below. I don't have a problem with that whatsoever. In this realm that we live in social media, these platforms, you know, people can hide behind keyboards and touchpads and not be held accountable. At least I'm showing my face telling you how I feel. If you disagree, hey, feel free to disagree. I don't delete any negative comments unless it's mad explicit or you're being derogative. You know how that goes. But for the majority, I've never deleted a comment under one of my videos. Some of them have been held for review, but I've never personally went and deleted any of them. In today's discussion, we're going to be talking about vaccinated versus unvaccinated. I came across this post on Twitter for the Lollapalooza festival event, and someone took a picture of the event from a bird's eye view, of thousands of people, and said, "We're all going to die." By saying we're all going to die, that was in reference to COVID-19 and this new Delta variant, I would assume. The assumption comes with the Delta variant. The "we are all going to die" was directly associated with COVID-19. When it comes to Lollapalooza musical festival, if you attended, you were, because it's past tense, required to show proof of vaccination or of testing negative in the past 3 days, within the last 3 days of you pulling up to that event in order to get in. Also, the unvaccinated were required to wear masks. You see the big signs at the entrance. The event organizers clearly took necessary precautions, and it seems that it's still not good enough, and that vaccinations are the answer. So people are up in arms about this, and simultaneously advocating for the U.S. to become like France, in the sense that everybody must get vaccinated and that it's mandated. Now, this is where I take issue. My thing is, none of this is backed up by science. What I mean by that is, if you're vaccinated, you still spread the virus. Actually, if you're vaccinated, they're now reverting back to you wearing a mask because of how contagious this new Delta variant is. So why do we need all these extra layers of protection if the vaccine works, at least in the way that they say that it does? Clearly there's a hiccup, and if you pay attention, we aren't actually ever given a reason as to why they're doing what they're doing. They call you out if you even question it. If you get the vaccination, it'll make it to where if you get sick, the consequences may be less harsh, right? The symptoms or side effects from being infected with COVID-19 will be less harsh. And nonetheless, you still are infected, and nonetheless, you still spread it the same as someone who isn't vaccinated, and to say that it's, get vaccinated to save lives and you only care if you're vaccinated is just utter nonsense. COVID-19, right? If you're under the age of 70, you have over a 99% survival rate. If you are under the age of 70, they've already said that this new Delta variant is more contagious, but not more deadly. It's more dangerous because the incubation rate or period is 4 days instead of 6 days. So it's more dangerous because it's more contagious. So it's not more deadly, it's just more contagious. So whether you're vaccinated or unvaccinated, you spread this very contagious disease regardless. What happened to herd immunity? If you want to get vaccinated, or if you want to just not get vaccinated, simply put, because you already got the virus and you have immunity, antibodies to it, it's the same as being vaccinated. They said that when it comes to the Delta variant, the vaccines should dampen the symptoms. The same way, if you were to get the virus and build immunity and have antibodies to it, that could last up to a year. We don't know. A few months after you get the virus, you're definitely almost guaranteed not to get it back to back. Of course, there's always exceptions, as we've seen, but it could last all the way up to a year, so on and so forth. So my thing, whether you want to get vaccinated or not get vaccinated, at this point, there's no difference, especially if you've already been infected with COVID. What would be the point of getting vaccinated right now? I'm talking about at the stage that the vaccines are in. What would be the point? Because it doesn't slow the spread, and you're being asked to wear a mask again if you've already been vaccinated. Keep in mind, with a virus, it has over a 99% success rate, survival rate. If you're below the age of 70, then it goes down to 94.8, I believe. How are vaccinations the answer when 74% of those infected with the Delta variant are vaccinated? You cannot say the pandemic is in result of those who are unvaccinated. What's the point of getting the vaccination if it doesn't slow the spread, given how contagious this new variant is? That's my point. If you just wear the mask because they say so, that's appealing to authority. You were saying, oh, follow the science. That's not scientific. That's not science nor affirming that this is the way to mitigate this. It's not. It's you listening to the power of authority. So they're just not going to be satisfied until everyone gets vaccinated. And once we get in the fall, they're going to attempt to lock us down again, and they will do so blaming the unvaccinated. And when you ask why, they're going to say, because we say so.